One of these days I'm going to learn how to turn on the video without running back to the front or back of the phone. So yes, do you know anybody with glaucoma? No? Yes, you do. It's me. I'm Leslie Tadlock, and this is A Tad More Living, where together we get to try to figure out how to age more active and healthy and youthful if we can. It's a collaborative channel where I am hoping that you will tell me what you want to discuss, give me a lot of feedback, ideas for the future. If any of this resonates with you, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. You may just be here because you have either found out that you have glaucoma, worried that you have glaucoma, you've just found out a loved one has glaucoma, you want to know more about it, and now here you are in front of me, or I'm in front of you. So let's talk a little bit about it. I was trying to decide what to actually say. So I thought, well, if I was you and any of those things that I just mentioned are your point of view, then what would I want to hear? So real quick, let me just kind of explain what glaucoma is. It is an increased pressure inside the eyeball that I don't know why, but that's what glaucoma is. It's an abnormally high pressure in the eye. And if the pressure is not controlled, you will lose some vision. And what's funny to me about it is that your vision doesn't go blurry. It's not an overall vision. Glaucoma removes vision. The way I picture it in my mind, this is how scientific I am, is let's say everything you see is like pixels on a TV screen or a computer screen, and you start to lose the pixels. So the whole thing doesn't go blurry. You just start losing spots. And I used to think, and I used to hear that glaucoma was losing your peripheral. And maybe that's true for some, but it's not what anything that's been discussed with me. I was just diagnosed as having glaucoma at age 50, 51, which is really young, number one, to be diagnosed. It's actually not really young to have it, though, because there are no symptoms. And if you don't have poor vision, so if you're not going to an eye doctor to have your vision checked, it can go undiagnosed, uncaught for many, many years. There's all until you actually start losing your vision, and the vision cannot be corrected. So losing your vision is the most important thing here. But my mother was diagnosed, and it's mostly a hereditary condition. And so when she was diagnosed with glaucoma, her doctor told her to tell me to tell my doctor that she had been diagnosed so that they could check and make sure that I was not the same. And I was. They did a retinal scan. I think always they dilate the eyes for a retinal scan, but it's just literally a picture of what your retina looks like, and it looks different if you have glaucoma. Then they go through the testing beyond that to confirm. So my regular eye doctor that I went to for my regular eye checkup every year so that I could get my prescription for my contacts sent me right away to a local glaucoma specialist, where I started on the protocol of taking care of eyes with glaucoma. That is mostly done by prescription eye drops of various types, brands and types. Some are mixed together. You take a drop in each eye of this one and this one, or just this one. And sometimes it's morning and sometimes it's night, but it's just eye drops. They don't hurt. Sometimes they give you little bloodshot eyes. Sometimes they sting just a little bit, kind of like Visine does when you're putting Visine in your eyes. I think there's a little sting. And some eye drops do that part of the glaucoma treatment. There are some other treatments too. There's laser treatments and surgery treatments. I've also had cataract surgery already, which almost everybody ends up having with or without glaucoma. But if you have glaucoma and you have cataract surgery, they do some sort of procedure at the same time that helps with slowing down or reducing the pressure in the eyes. There's also two different types of glaucoma, open angle and closed angle. I don't know the difference. Nobody's discussed it with me. Apparently it's not important for me to know. so there's that. The thing is, having been diagnosed at 50, and I have a fairly progressive version of glaucoma, the doctor says to me every time I go in that his job for me is to for my vision to outlive me instead of me outliving my vision. My left eye's still really good. My right eye has quite a bit of vision loss. And the funny thing is, you don't know what you don't see, and the good eye compensates for everything. If I have my left eye covered up, then I know that I have vision loss. Otherwise, I don't know. So while it's an awful disease and a little bit scary, I guess, you can go through your daily life without it actually affecting you for the most part. I don't think about it ever. And there's plenty of other aches and pains and things falling apart on me that remind me all day, every day that that's happening. Glaucoma is not like that. But again, I'm going to say, you can never get the vision back. If it goes away, if just one little dot goes black out of all the pixels of that eye, it never lights back up. So I'm saying that for two reasons. One reason is if you've never had your eye health checked, get it checked. There's no reason not to. There's no pain included in seeing if you have it. Probably no money either if you have insurance. And then also, if you do have glaucoma and you're supposed to be using those drops on a schedule, never miss. Never skip a day. If you wake up the next morning and you think, oh, I don't remember if I used my drops last night, just go use it. It can't work if you don't use it. Or you know, whenever time they tell you to use your drops. I think it's, the doctor actually told me that he finds that women do a better job at staying on top of their drops than men do, because women tend to have routines, like a bedtime routine, and it's just part of that, or a morning time routine, and it's part of that. Men are less maintenance, so men, I'm assuming a lot of men just go to bed. They might brush their teeth, but they probably don't do the whole makeup and moisturizing and all that stuff. And that's a routine that if you include your eye drops in the routine, you're less likely to skip. Whatever you have to do to make sure you don't miss your drops, do it. That's my PSA. That's really kind of all I have to say about glaucoma, but I am assuming that you have questions or comments or fears, whatever it is, because it is a disease that could be a little scary, and so let's discuss it. Leave me a comment, a question, your story, whatever that looks like. And thanks for being here today. I hope you'll check out some other videos that I have on the channel and see if others resonate with you as well. Thanks.